More on HTML tables. This time we will talk about adding header and footer to our HTML table. Okay, so let's start. To add a header, should be able first to identify where a header is located. So a header is basically located at the top of our HTML table, and the footer is at the bottom of our HTML table. So we'll do this and add the header and footer to our HTML table. Between the body tag, let's write here our table tag. And then between the table tag, let's write here our tbody. The tbody section defines the body of our table. So basically the tbody will contain the rows and columns. For the first row, let's write here tr, and we will add 3 columns. So let's add here td, another td, and another one. To have 2 rows in our table, let's just copy and paste the first row and place it at the bottom of our first row. And then let's do that again, paste it again, so that we will have 3 rows. 3 rows, 1, 2, and 3, with 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. Now let's add our header. At the top of our tbody, we will write here thead, and then between the thead, let's write here tr. So this indicates that it is a row, but we will write here between the tr that this is a header. So we will use the th to indicate that this is a header of a column. So remember that we have 3 columns, so that is why we should also have 3 headers. Okay, so let's add here last name, and then for the second header, first name, and then for the third header, middle name. Okay, for the first column, let's write here Jones, Smith, and Wilson. So those are the last name. For first name, let's add here John, Mike, Michelle. For the middle name, let's write here Heel, and then Mendoza, and then Pasta. Okay, so this is how you add a header by using the T-head. And then between the T-head, you create a row, and then inside of your row, you add the headers for your column. And then T-body indicates that this is now the main body of our table, which usually contains the columns and rows, or the rows and columns. Then to add a footer, at the bottom of our T-body, we will add here T-foot tag, and then just between the T-foot, let's write here a TR, again to indicate that this is a row, and then we will add 3 TDs because we have 3 columns, so that is why we should also have 3 TDs. Okay. For us to complete this, let's add some attribute inside of our table. Again, let's give this a width, or let's say 300 pixels with cell spacing of 1 and a border of 1. And of course, cell padding, let's add 10. Okay, then let's save the changes and then go to our document tab and then preview it on our Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so there you go. So this is now our header, and this is our T-body, and this is the footer. Okay, so basically footer, the purpose of this footer is to provide you a summary. Okay, so let's use the footer as a summary. Okay, let's go back to our Dreamweaver, and then let's merge some columns inside of our footer. So to do that, I will write here call span and then 3. So meaning we want to merge these 3 and then remove these 2 columns. Okay, then save the changes and then add here total 3. Okay, then let's save the changes and then go back to our browser and then reload. So there you go. So we were able to merge the 3 columns into 1 column and provide a little summary here showing that we have 3 names, 3 persons inside of our table, namely Jones, Smith, and Wilson. Okay, for the last part, let's add here a caption. Okay, to add a caption, just above the T head, let's write here caption and then list of candidates. Candidates of, let's say, election or candidates of anything. Let's save the changes, go to our browser, and then refresh the page. So there you go. So we have now list of candidates and then our table. Okay, let's make some enhancement on this table. Let's put some alignments and let's turn this table to have some colors in it and place this table at the center of our page. Okay, so let's do that. Right, the first thing that we will do is to put this last name, first name, and middle name at the center. So to do that, we will add an attribute here, align, and then let's choose center. Same with the second header, align, and then center. And then for the last header, align and center. So let's save the changes, go to our browser, and then let's reload. Okay, so we have already aligned our header at the center. And then the next move that we will do is to put this summary at the right side of our row. So to do that, inside of our Dreamweaver, just inside of our section of tfoot, we will add here align and then select right. Then save the changes, go to our browser, then reload. Okay, so there you go. We were able to align our summary at the right side of our row. And then next and the last, we will put our table at the center of our page. To put the table at the center of our page, we will wrap our table with div tag. Okay, so let's write here div, and then at the bottom, let's write here the closing tag of the div, and then let's indent our table so that we will be able to identify that the table is inside of a div tag. And then on our div tag, let's write here align, then center. Okay, let's go back to our browser and then let's see the changes. Okay, there you go. So we were able to center our table and at the same time place the total at the right side of our row. For the last part, we will add colors to our header and footer. Okay, go back to our browser and then on our TR, let's write here style and then let's choose. So we are adding the style attribute, style, then background color, And then we will choose here from the color picker. I'm going to choose, let's say I want it to be gray. There you go, and then press enter. And then let's see the changes. Go to our browser and reload. Okay, so there you go. And then let's go back. Now let's add a color to our footer. So at the TR, let's write here style, then background color, and then let's choose a different color. Maybe I will choose yellow, then press enter, and then semicolon, save the changes, go back to your browser, reload. So there you go. All right, so we were able to create a nice and neat HTML table. Okay, so that's all for this video, and then see you in the next lectures.